Let's do this. Okay, so um, what what's the ARV on this one?
ARV is about 480.
So I'm gonna do a screen share so that you can see it. Share your entire screen. Share. Hide. All right. So I don't. Do you have like a calculator that you use, like a flip calculator?
Yeah, I do. It's on my phone though. That's what I'm using right now.
Okay. All right. So let's go over it. ARV is how much?
480.
480. What do you think the rehab is?
None.
Zero.
That, yeah, zero. It's a new build, pretty much. About a year and a half ago, it was built.
Okay, so it's a new build, no repairs. Are we're trying to do this subject to, or are we trying to turn this from a subject to into a wholesale? So you lock it up as a subject to, and then you sell it to a buy and hold investor. What's the exit strategy?
Right. Yeah, it'll be a wholesale after we get the subject to and the seller finance terms. It's going to be a hybrid
So
because the owner does have some equity
okay,
and he's military, so he's going to be leaving, going to another base. So he just wants to get rid of it. He's got about 30 days left.
okay,
So he wanted what he originally wanted was a cash offer for his equity, and then we just take over the payments. But realistically, what that would mean is he's got about 85K in equity, so it'd be an $85,000 down payment, and then we take over the payments. So that didn't look good. So what we pitched him was we'll give him 20,000 down, and then we'll seller finance the rest of the equity, and then take over the mortgage as well.
okay. So let me make some notes here. Hold on. So 85 is the equity.
Yes.
How much is the loan?
Loan left is 339.
339, and ARV is
480.
480. Okay, so you're at 340 plus 85. So he wants 85,000 and he wants the 85K in equity.
Yes, that's that. He was saying that that would have been a done deal just like that if I can get that in cash and then you just take over my payments.
Okay, so what do you say to someone when they tell you they want that much of a down payment? Like how do you usually handle that objection?
I just pitched seller finance to him. Told him that, well, I mean, I could give you that chunk of cash, but it's not going to be that much. And then you're also going to get hit pretty hard on taxes if I give you that big amount of cash. So how about we give you a fraction of that down, and then we can give you payments for the next 120 months. I think we did of $650 payments for the next 120 months. Um,
And what is his original mortgage? How much is that monthly?
it's 1750 plus an HOA. So it comes out to about 1950. It was 1950 per month. And that includes PITI, everything.
But you know that the PITI is going to change, right? The minute that you transfer ownership, they're going to reassess it, so your taxes are actually going to go up based on the purchase price.
Okay. Okay, I
So
didn't know that.
yeah, well, is it Cali?
No, this is Buckeye, Arizona.
Okay, well, they're still going to reassess it because anytime there's a transfer, they reassess it. I don't really. I need to research it because I don't know Arizona, so I don't know what the tax percentage is. I know that here, at least in LA County, it's 1.25% per year.
Okay.
So you might want to check that because once you sell it, or once the you're going to take title of it. So once you take title, they do reassess it. I don't know how quickly they're going to reassess it, but then the tax is going to change a little bit. It's going to go up because what did he purchase it last for?
Um, I'm not sure.
It's okay. That's not going to make a difference. You got to be prepared for that. So it actually is going to be more than 1950. I don't know by how much, but it's going to be more. It may not be considerably more depending on what he purchased it for, but it's going to go up a little bit. Okay. So we're
Okay.
looking at 1950 plus 1750 plus 750, 650. So you're in it 2600, 2600 for your monthly. That's your monthly payment for the property, right? And that's also paying him his equity on the 85K that he wants. How much can we rent this out for?
Right. Our numbers put us around At least with nearby properties, some of them are going for 28 to 3200.
Cool. Okay, so on the low end, you're at 2,800. So this one, which is cool, because I have a couple properties just like this where really we're not making very much money at all, but it's just buy and hold strategy, hold on, and if you can get them to agree for 10 years, I think it's cool. I think it's great. Um, okay, so your net profit with, but then again, remember that if somebody hires a property manager, the property manager is going to be charging them 3% of the 2,800. 2,800 times 0.03. Now you're at 84. Am I still screen sharing or no?
No, I don't see
Okay.
it. I
All
don't
right.
see it anymore.
Cool. All right. Sorry about that. So now what you're really looking at, and I'm just going to show you the uh, the calculator and my notes. All right. So now property management fees also 84. Now they can self manage, right? I mean that's always a possibility, but it's better to prepare. Uh, so now you're at 20. You're almost at 2,700. Okay, so the question then is you're going to have to try to find an investor that would be willing to purchase this knowing that they're almost at a break even, right? Or get him to agree to the 20K, which is fine. I think 20K down is good, but lower the monthly payment from 650 to about 350 so that there's a little bit more meat for the investor who's going to buy this on the wholesale deal to take it, right? Uh,
Okay.
And then if you're going to resell the hybrid, then do you think that you'd be able to sell this for like I don't know, let's say you want to make 10K on the wholesale. That means that
Yeah.
you'd be promoting this as a 30K down, uh, 30K down, right? Gets them in, and then you make your $10,000 fee. You give this guy 20,000, and then the investor who's purchasing it is going to be making between $200 to $300. But in order for that to work, you got to get him down to about 350 a month.
Okay.
I think,
Okay. Yeah.
right? And so that's what you got to find. You got to find an investor that's willing to give 30K down to make an extra $200 or $300 a month, and just have a property to hold as it builds equity.
Okay, gotcha. Just wanted to see if the numbers at least look right or the way we approached it with doing the seller finance and like the hybrid. I mean,
I mean, you can
uh,
do it. You can do it, and you may have some pushback on the 30K down. If you sell it as a hybrid, you may have to settle for like a 5K wholesale fee and do it at 25K. Um, because if the purchase price, so here's what you have to ask yourself: if the ARV is 480, right? ARV is 480. Who's to stop someone from going into like a Chase Bank and him just putting it on the market? Has he tried to put it on the market?
yes, we're working with his listing agent. It was on
Oh, so
market.
it's working with the listing. How many days has it been sitting now?
I think he had it. He has it listed for 45 days already.
And what's the list price?
List price was 420.
Oh, I see. And so you're offering 480 because of you want to include the interest. You're doing a 0% interest, and that's just his bonus at the end of the 10 years.
Right. Yeah, we have zero interest in our deal.
Sweet. Yeah, I love those
0%.
kind of deals. That's smart. Those are the kind of deals I like to do. It's easier to do that than to calculate interest. Okay. So do you think maybe, well, you're doing 10 years and they have it listed for 420. You offered 480, doing 10, and he's going to get, yeah, I mean, it's doable. If somebody purchases this for let's say the ARV is 480 though, right? Is that right? Or is that your purchase price?
No, it's ARV.
Cool. And that's what you're offering. Or are you offering 420?
Uh, I think I think with our terms, he's end up getting a 440 purchase price.
Oh, okay. All right. So 440. 440 times.
Yeah.
Let's say
The way,
someone comes. See, I mean, if somebody came in with a 5% down, they'd be looking at 22,000. So the beauty of this is that an investor who buys this, right? Because most investors, who, if they go to like a Chase or a Wells or a traditional bank, they're going to have to come in with a minimum of 5%. If they're lucky, they're probably going to have to come in with 10%. So you're still beating that. You're beating that, right? Because if they went to Chase and they had to come in with 10% down, you're still beating the $40,000 that they would get from a traditional lender.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So if
The way we sold him on the 440 was just because he has it listed with an agent. He actually just price reduced it to 415.
Uh-huh.
So I said, I mean, off the bat, on average, you're going to be paying about 10% just to sell your house. So off the bat, you lose about 35,000 if you sell it with him.
Right. Well, and here's the other thing. Most of the down payment that you're giving him is really just going to go to pay the agent.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just he's getting this just to walk away and be able to get a monthly payment and not having to worry about his monthly payment.
Yeah, he's fine with that too because he already has a house at his next base. He's going to be living on base, so he doesn't need money for a down payment or nothing like that. He just
It,
wants some cash, and he's going to be collecting the payment. I told him you're going to be pretty much cash flowing a property you don't even own anymore.
yeah, dude, it's great. I think it's good.
Yeah.
I think it works. You just got to present it to him that way and just make sure he understands, and then find a buyer real quick that you can sell it to. Start at 30,000. An investor. I mean, unless it's a first time home buyer, you could, in theory, get a first time home buyer or a rent to own, not a rent to own, but like a first time home buyer thinks that they can get into a property for 3% or 5% down. So first time home buyers will still probably bite at this too. You just got to start marketing it, but start it at like we said, like at a 30K wholesale. I think 30K down,
Okay.
so minimum 30K down, owner financing, um, you know, something like that, and then just start promoting it everywhere. Get it all over Facebook Marketplace. I posted a video yesterday. I don't know if you saw it, but when you get this locked up and it's done and you're starting to promote it and you're promoting it on Marketplace, make sure that you're promoting it within the groups, within the city, and within the communities that they're in. I see a lot of people, what they do is they lock up a deal and then they think that all they got to do is just push it on like all the wholesale sites. And the problem with that is that, like, you got a whole bunch of people from all over the country that are looking at these deals. Whereas if you post it in the city specific groups, right? In addition to the wholesale groups, if you post it in the city specific groups, you'll find a whole bunch of really targeted groups with people that are actively in that area looking to buy and sell real estate, or just people just who know people that are going to buy and sell real estate there.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Cool.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay, dude. Good luck with it. Hopefully you wrap it up, man. Hopefully this thing.
Yeah, cool. I'll let you know how it goes. I mean, he's only got 30 days to get out, so I'll let you know pretty quick
Okay,
how it
cool.
goes.
Shoot me a message. All
All
right. And
right.
if you
Have a
need
good
any
one.
other help with that, just feel free to let me know.
Awesome. Appreciate
Okay,
the
dude.
time, Paul.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.